We are back again with another Eesti Laul interview, and I'm really excited about the artist with me today. She's one of my top artists on Spotify currently, and she'll be participating at Eesti Laul with her song Külm. It is An-Marlen. Welcome. How are you doing today? It's lovely to see you.
Hi. I'm good. I'm super, super good. And you?
I'm doing well. I'm really excited to talk to you. I've been listening a lot to the song. I've been listening to your album that you did with Boy Pepperoni as well, and I'd love to talk to you about that in a moment. But firstly, just on the competition, how are you feeling now? And do you feel different to how you did at this stage in 2022 when you first participated? I know the format has changed since then, but how different is it for you now versus then?
Definitely different. Because like this year we had a uh, video competition before the finals, and I didn't get like past this one, so it was like less stress, I guess. I didn't have to sing live, but I really wanted to. But now when I look back, I think I was just super young in my career. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. It was my second song in Estonian. I was like super sure I was gonna do in English all of my music because like I never saw myself writing in an Estonian. And I don't know, this year I'm like super ready to like go on the stage. And I think I'm like the album with Boy Pepperoni, I think it's just like super like my style. For years I searched my sound and now I feel like I'm in the right place.
Hmm. And I was going to comment actually on how Külm feels like a sort of natural, like a sort of, it's a natural step from that album where it's sort of like you're building on that sound, you're developing it. And so like you can kind of tell that you're in the element. But on the Estonian thing specifically, um, is there anything in those last few years that have specifically brought about that shift? Was it the producers you were working with or just something where it just fit once you started doing it?
It was actually my granddad who asked me why I'm doing music in English. He didn't like understand anything I was writing about, and it kind of stuck with me until I met the producers who made my previous Eesti Laul's song. They like offered me, maybe you wanna like write the song in Estonian, and I was like, yeah, maybe I'm gonna try, but I didn't feel like very comfortable. I feel like in Estonian, it's super hard to like write songs. You have to be like fluent in Estonian to like write good lyrics. In English, you can say like pretty easily anything you feel or you think about. In Estonian, it's like kind of different. But then I got used to it. It kind of like grew on me. So now I wouldn't even want to write in English. I'm not saying I'm not going to, but I feel super comfortable writing in my mother language. Yeah.
Mm. And so on those lyrics specifically, because obviously most of our um, audience uh, won't understand the lyrics exactly on first listen. You know, I've looked them, I've read them, and it really struck me the contrast actually between the style of the song and the content of the lyrics. And I was wondering if for our audience that aren't familiar with Estonian, whether you'd be able to explain a bit more about what the song means to you and the message that you feel you're conveying with it.
It kind of sounds like a love song, but it's actually written about my journey on growing up and like growing out of my family, I guess. Like it's about the relationship with my parents since I have diabetes since I was 9 years old. I've been super close with my parents, and also they have been like super, like they have been a part of my artist journey, I would say. And at one point, I felt like it was super hard for me to like cut myself out of the super close relationship. Not that it was bad, but I just eventually got older, and I guess it's the Külm, which means cold, kind of like talks about the feeling of being left alone. And there's like lyrics that I'd say I take off all of my clothes and I stand in the cold. It's like a metaphor of like being born and being naked and coming out of your mom into the world. And I guess like when you grow up, you kind of like you are more alone, and it's a story about me growing up.
And I guess that fits in as well with what you were saying about how your style has developed and how you've developed musically, where you found like the thing, you found your sort of like an exact style that's really clicking for you. And I guess there is a kind of there's a vulnerability to that, right? And you sort of, and I guess it's an insecurity that all artists, all creators of any kind have, where you sort of hope you want everyone to understand it. And in your case, obviously the album did really great, and you've won awards, so it's amazing that people did. But I'm sure at the same time there is always those kinds of nerves, right? The kind of I really hope everyone else understands this thing, that will love this thing like I love it. And I was wondering as an artist how you sort of, because everyone has their own way of dealing with it, and I was wondering how you do that.
Of dealing like the part of other people liking my music.
Yeah, and the pressure, the feeling, the constant feeling of, and it's natural being a creator, when you're a creative, that how you deal with the feeling of being judged by others, I guess.
I guess I started off my career of like just making music because I kind of love to make music. I never like wanted to be liked by others because of my music. I just wanted to make music that I liked. I guess like when I started making music in Estonia, and I definitely like made music that was just like suitable for the radios. But at one point I realized that I guess I have to make music for me, and it's super cool when other people also vibe my music. So I guess I've been super blessed to be like recognized by the songs I make, and by the sound. I'm super like comfortable with. It's not like super poppy. I'm like happy that it has like grown more like onto people, and it's like more mainstream now to make like whatever genre you want to make, and it's also like played on the radios. So I guess I've never like thought about it. I guess I've just like I've hoped that people will like the music I make, but in the first place I wanted to make stuff that I feel like comfortable singing on the stage, like especially the 2022 year when I was in Eesti Laul. I kind of like I'm happy that I didn't went on the stage, because I didn't vibe the song, but it like wasn't my sound and my vibe. So I guess like this year I'm super excited to be on the stage with a song that it's like super me, I would say.
That was actually going to be my next question, was going to be about the stage show at SDLL, because I wanted to kind of put it in comparison to the music video, and I really loved the concept, the sort of dancing on your own. It felt very deliberate in sort of some of the imagery, things like so for example the painting at the start, the setting of an old manor house. In some ways they kind of clash with the genre of music, and they create this interesting contrast. I was wondering, obviously, you can't tell us the stage show and what it's going to be at SDLL, but I was wondering if maybe you could tell us a little bit of what kind of mood you're trying to create on the stage, and if it will be in some way similar to the mood that you created in the music video.
The music video, actually, I had an accident before the music video shooting. We were supposed to film like a week earlier, but I broke my leg.
Oh no.
Kind of like had to postpone the music video, and we were filming in the like mansion we were filming, and we like happened to have super nice snow. when we like postponed the music video shoot. So we were super lucky to have such nice weather. And that's because I guess the music video came out this way. We had like different plans of creating the like scenery. I'm super thankful for my team. They're behind the music video visuals. I can't say too much about the stage show. I guess it's gonna be super me. Definitely connected to the music video. I'm gonna be dancing. It's gonna be like partly like a dance show vibes, and also yeah, I can't say too much. I would like to, but I can't. But it's gonna be definitely inspired by the music video and also like combining it with the stage show.
For sure. And to wrap up, I just want to ask one last question. Much more broadly, what does success look like to you in 2025, both in the context of Eesti Laul and your career more widely? And what should we be looking forward to in terms of future releases, albums, singles, and so on?
Right now, all of my days go to the finals. I'm preparing to be at peace and ready for Eesti Laul and be like give the best I can give. And I think a lot of new music. I've been on a little pause since I put out 2 albums in 2 years. I've been like kind of on a break of writing new music, but I'm hoping that new music will come before the summer. I guess a lot of concerts, and I don't know, maybe in autumn we'll have an EP, an album. We'll see how the springtime and summer goes.
Well, we'll be looking forward to that with anticipation. I'm really, really excited to see what you're going to bring to Eesti Laul as well. And if you, the viewer, want to see An-Marlen at Eurovision, make sure to support her music. Make sure to listen to the song Külm and show your support on social media. And if you're watching this from Estonia and you want to see An-Marlen at Eurovision, you can actually do something about it. So make sure you vote on February the 15th as well. Thank you so much for coming on. We really, really appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing you there in Tallinn in a few weeks.
Yeah, thank you so much, and we'll see in Tallinn.